A well-fed, well-slept, and a well-kept baby is a happy baby. Isn't that what we think? It turns out there's more to a happy baby than just that. Hi there, welcome back to my channel Hannah Logs, and this is me, Hannah. In today's video, I have for you 5 trusted remedies that I did at home to deal with my colicky baby. Before we get started with the video, I must throw in a disclaimer that whatever I say is basically an assimilation of my personal experiences and ideas and from the experiences of others around me. If you're on board, let's get started right away. Basically, colic is when an infant, cries for no apparent reason for hours together, maybe for days at a stretch. Experts believe that this situation has a little mystery to it because it's not really established why they cry, so they have associated this thing with stomach trouble. Now, these are the probable causes as believed by the experts. Like, the baby has a very immature digestive system and kind of is only adapting to the things that are being given, so that is when the baby gets, this kind of stomach ache and discomfort. Now, the other 2 reasons are absolutely related to the food intake. Now, some babies show this kind of a reaction to formula milk, because some babies tend to be gassy and they kind of show signs of gastric pain. On the other hand, if it's the mother who's eating things that are spicy and aerated drinks and stuff, legumes, pulses and such, then in this situation the mother kind of has these issues and obviously they get passed on to the baby. This can totally be avoided if the mother alters her diet. Now I'll tell you exactly what are the prominent signs. Now, there are particularly 3 signs that they show. Number 1 is they cry out loud. It is a very distinct cry, it is very shrill, and you can clearly say that this cry is due to some pain. The second sign that the babies show is they literally do these stomach crunches. They kind of bring their knees up till their stomach, really indicate that it's like hurting them in the tummy. One more thing you can see is when you press the stomach gently, you kind of feel that the stomach is bloated and it appears to be a little hard. If your baby's pediatrician has already prescribed colic drops for your baby, you don't have anything to worry about. Just administer them and your baby is good to go. Now comes my favorite part, and that is the remedies. My remedy number 1 is the cycling exercise. Now, I very vividly remember my husband doing this for my baby. All you have to do is play with their tiny little feet in a circular motion. This kind of gets their stomach muscles worked up and kind of helps in expelling whatever air that there is. You can do this as many times as you can during the day. This kind of helps in relieving the baby. My tip number 2 is tummy massage. Now, this tip is also a very effective one. It was kind of handed down to me by my dad. All you have to do is take these 3 fingers, dip them in oil. Coconut oil is really mild, it's really nice. In a circular motion, you kind of massage the baby's tummy with a firm hand. You kind of really get interested in what you're doing, and that they really enjoy it. It kind of helps in relaxing their stomach muscles and it does the thing. So yeah, tummy massages are good, but one thing you want to remember is don't do this when the baby just has had milk, because it will kind of lead to spills and it will be obviously very uncomfortable for the baby if you press the stomach. Also, don't do it if the umbilical cord is still there. My tip number 3 is the fennel seed water. Now, fennel seed water is basically a herbal remedy. So whatever you're administering to your baby, you have to consult first with your doctor, because every baby is different. Every baby reacts to things differently. Now, how do we make this fennel seed water? You just take a glass of hot water and put in a spoonful of fennel seeds in it. Now, let it steep there for about an hour or 2 hours, and with the help of a dropper, just feed 3-4 drops to your baby. If your baby is formula fed, all you have to do is take a teaspoon of this concoction and add it in the formula milk and feed the baby right away. That's what we did. My tip number 4 is to carry the baby in the sling or the baby carrier. When nothing worked, what I used to do was hold my baby in the sling or a baby carrier and get on with my work. I would move around with the baby inside the sling, and it kind of has a very soothing and a relaxing effect on them. Maybe because they feel the mother's warmth and they can hear the mother's heartbeat, and also they get engaged in the scenery around. They kind of see what the mother is doing. Obviously, they can't really focus much, but they do know that they're in a rocking motion. And that kind of also, helps in expelling the air by getting them to burp, because they're in an upright position. One thing you really don't want to do is do not panic. I know it's hard. I know when you're hearing a baby crying at the top of their lungs, it's really difficult for you to feel relaxed and calm about it, but if you show panic, the baby will sense it and will get even more flustered. I have personally done that, and all mothers probably are doing it. It's really instinctive. The first thing that you want to do when your baby is crying at the top of their lungs is shh, keep quiet. Yeah, that happens. But let's try not to do it as much as we can, and with practice we shall conquer. Okay, then my final and 5th tip is warm hotter baths. Now this again you cannot do when the baby's umbilical cord is there. Also, if you don't want to give the bath, or it's not that time of the day where you're comfortable in giving the bath to the baby, then apply warm compresses on the baby's tummy. This also kind of soothes them and they like it. So that being said, I think I'm done here with all my tips. These have definitely worked for me and I really hope and wish they will work for you too. If you're a first-time parent here, then I must tell you that I've also made a video on baby care tips. So if you want it, please feel free to check it out. I will link it over here. In the end, all I want to say is that being a mom is tough, but always remember that in the eyes of your baby, no one can do it better than you. So you've got it, mama. Just pull yourself together and you can definitely do it. Just breathe, relax, and everything will come just easy and instinctively. And please subscribe to my channel if you want more such related content. Although I must say that this channel is not totally dedicated to motherhood issues. I'm gonna add other topics as well. Now let's see how it goes. These are only my initial videos. Okay then, thanks a lot for watching. Until we meet again, I hope you stay safe. Bye!